Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tony here, and since I posted my last video, I noticed that actually starting to get some traction on my YouTube page, and which I appreciate all the views and people commenting. Just wanted to kind of go over. I've been missing for a couple weeks. I've just been working, um, hauling stuff, back and forth, doing trucking stuff. So I'm gonna try to upload more. But I just wanted to kind of go over some of the questions I got from my last video. First of all is Hotshot as an intrastate carrier, which means you're only going to be a hotshot trucker in the state of California, which is the route that I took because for insurance purposes, and since I have a new CDL, that's the route that I took that I'm doing for the first year. Is it worth it? That's the question I get a lot. And to answer that, I would, for me personally, I think it puts me at a disadvantage sometimes. It does. It totally does. There's a lot of times where I wish I could go out of state and go to Arizona, Nevada, Texas, stuff like that. There are ways you can purchase permits to go. You can be an interstate carrier and purchase permits to go to, like, say, Oregon, which I've done, and you can totally do that. You just have to buy fuel permits with California and the state of Oregon, things like that, single trip permits. So there are ways to go around it, but for now, I'm just working in the state of California. Is it worth it to be an interstate carrier in the state of California? And my answer would be yes. And the reason why I say yes is because California is such a big state. So if it was a smaller state, I don't think you could do it. But since there's so much work here in Northern California, and then you can do work down in Los Angeles, you can take trips up and down the 5, which I've done, down to Long Beach. I've gone to Calexico, near San Diego. So there's tons of places you can go in the state of California. So I mean, most of the time, I'm working, like, I'm home every night and I'm making 500, 800 bucks a day. So that's truck. Of course I want to make. What's the oldest truck I can use? I'm not a 100% sure, but my understanding is a 2014 diesel truck, and that's because of the DEF filters, the DEF systems that they started using back in 2014. That applies to California, and they have high regulations on emissions controls. So that's California. I don't know what's the codes and stuff going into some of these other states. I have no idea, but from my understanding, you can't really use older trucks for CDL setups. I mean, if you just have a small trailer, I'm sure you can use an older truck, but once you kind of start having a CDL setup and they're going to be looking at your truck a little harder, you're not going to want to use a truck older than 2014, in my understanding. And I could be wrong, but I got a question here. It says, I have a box truck. Let's see here. I have a box truck. Do I have to go to scales? Yes, you totally have to go through scales. If it's a commercial vehicle, you should be going through scales. I see these guys getting pulled over all the time because they got a flatbed and maybe they're not loaded. And I've seen it happen at least twice, where you pass a scale and those guys get pulled over. So yes, if you have a commercial vehicle, you should be going through the scales. Yes. You don't have to have a CDL to get into flatbed trucking in California, but you will if you have heavier stuff. So then there's I think gross vehicle weight, your GVWR rating, right? You know what I'm trying to say. If it's over 26,000 pounds, you're gonna need a CDL. So that's your gross vehicle weight combined. So your weight of your truck, your trailer, and your payload. So if it's over 26,000 pounds, you're gonna need a CDL. So sometimes that can mean that you're gonna be hauling less than 10,000 pounds of payload. Because if you did the math on my truck trailer, right? My truck is like 8,600 pounds, and my trailer is like 10,000 pounds, and it's like 19,000 pounds, something like that combined, right? So, and that would only allow me to have a payload of like 7,000 pounds if I didn't have a CDL, but I do have a CDL. So, see, that's where it kind of, and my trailer's really heavy. My trailer is really heavy because it's a tilt bed. So it has hydraulics, it has whole mechanisms to allow it to go up and down. So that makes the trailer really heavy compared to some of these other 40-foot trailers. So with that being said, you don't have to have a CDL in California. My buddy started with a Ram 2500 and a 24-foot flatbed, and he made tons of money, with that. I kind of got I went with the Ram 3500. I went with a 40-foot tilt bed, so that kind of put me in a place where I had to get a CDL. Anyways, that's the route that I took. Those are only a few questions I answered there. Hey, what's up, guys? This is tractor I'm hauling today. I wanted to record this before I tarped it up. This tractor is going to be tarped. It's a electric battery operated tractor that's going down to a convention in Long Beach. Kind of want to show you guys what I've been up to. So this is a 7,000 pound tractor. I got one binder there, one back here. So a tarp is going over the whole thing because they don't want anything from the road to mess up the paint job. So tarp's going over. Just wanted to show you guys what's been going on. There's the tarp up there. It's gonna be fun tarping that thing. Honestly, I'm just more worried about the tarp moving around while in transit, so I feel like I'm gonna have to pull over a few times to check the tarp, make sure it's not moving. But anyways, there it is, guys. And I'll do a video once I drop it. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, I'm almost ready to throw the tarp on. As you can see, I put these moving blankets on like the painted areas, because we don't want to get like rash from the tarp. So I just threw a couple straps just to hold it in place. But I'm about to throw the tarp on. Okay, here's the finished product. I got it all tarped up. I mean, I'm kind of new at this tarping stuff, so don't be too hard on me. But I got it tarped up. I'm gonna throw a strap right here just so this doesn't move around. But it's kind of what it looks like. So I'm gonna pull over and I'm gonna drive for a bit and pull over and see how the tarp is holding up, see if I have to make any adjustments. But that's basically what it looks like. Okay, guys, I noticed that before I was trucking, I would notice a lot of guys jump out of their trucks, their big rigs and stuff, and they'd be in like basketball shorts. And I was always like, is that how you show up to work? You show up in basketball shorts? Like, what a bum, you know? And here I am. Let me turn this around. Here I am. So that's me. I'm in jeans, but I'm about to go on about a 6-hour drive, and these jeans are coming off. Putting on the basketball shorts. I'm gonna be cruising, relaxing with the AC on. I mean, I don't understand how you could be driving through Bakersfield, 104 degrees, in jeans on. So we're changing that. Okay, a little before and after. I got my basketball shorts on. I'll show you guys. See, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not gonna be doing much running and to do a lot of driving, but at least I'm more comfortable now. All right, guys, we'll see you down there.